All right, settle in because this one still makes my hands shake just thinking about it. I'm in my living room sipping coffee that's already gone cold when there's this pounding at my front door hard enough to rattle the glass in the frame. And I mean the kind of pounding that says, I own this street and you're about to know it. Before I can even blink, there's a voice outside, shrill as a smoke alarm. Open up HOA sent me to inspect your illegal renovation. Not even a hello, not even an introduction, just straight to threats and accusations. I can hear my name in her mouth like I'm supposed to salute and line up for inspection. Now, I'll admit I didn't even know who this woman was. Never seen her at a block party, never waved at her mailbox. But she's out there like I work for her. Before I can get a single word out, there's a clipboard waving in my face. She's close enough I can smell the perfume and see her smile. And it's not a friendly smile. It's the kind that says, I get off on this. Cops are already on their way. She grins. You're in big trouble. She looks downright gleeful, like she's got front row seats to a show she directed herself. And listen, my daughter's standing in the hallway, little hands clutching her favorite blanket, eyes huge. The kind of look kids get when they know the adults are about to ruin the day. My stomach knots up because whatever's about to happen, it's going to leave a mark. I want to step outside, but the scene is escalating fast. 2 patrol cars come barreling up, lights blazing, neighbors' curtains flick open, everyone peeking out like it's the 4th of July, but nobody's celebrating. Here's where it gets good, Karen. That's what I'll call her, claps her hands like she's calling in her dogs. Arrest him. He's refusing HOA orders. She barks, voice sharp enough to slice butter. Cops don't even have both shoes out of the car yet. One's already got a hand near his belt, scanning my porch like he's looking for a meth lab. The other's just taking it all in. Eyes narrowed, shoulders squared, ready for a showdown. Now I keep it together. On the outside, at least. Inside, my heart's jackhammering in my chest. But here's what Karen doesn't know. She picked the wrong house, the wrong guy, the wrong family. I can't help but smirk just a little because something is about to come through that door behind me, and it's not what she expects. The cops step closer, posture stiff, and Karen slides in like she's their supervisor. He's hiding illegal tools in his garage, she says, all stage whisper but loud enough for the neighborhood to hear. Probably building something dangerous. I told you he's a threat. She's got herself convinced, but the cops, they're just waiting for me to twitch the wrong way. Right then, the front door creaks open behind me, soft click, one of those sounds that resets the whole atmosphere. The air shifts. My wife steps out, full uniform badge shining in the porch light. Hair pulled back tight, standing tall and calm like she's just come from giving orders to a battalion. I swear you could hear a pin drop. Karen's jaw hits the floor. The cops look at her, then at my wife, then at each other like someone swapped the script without telling them. My wife doesn't even have to raise her voice. Is this the woman claiming authority over my house? She asks, cool as ice. Karen backs up so fast I'm surprised she doesn't fall down the steps. She points at me, hands shaking, voice suddenly quivery. He's violating HOA rules. You need to detain him right now. My wife steps forward just one step, but it's enough to make everyone take a step back, even the officers straighten up like cadets on inspection. And I see it the moment Karen realizes she's lost the plot. Her eyes flicker from my wife's uniform to her badge to the steady calm in her voice. The bravado drains right out of her. My wife crosses her arms, just watching. Before anyone makes another mistake, I need to know why you're at my home without a warrant. No shouting. Just a tone so calm it stings. The nearest cop clears his throat, tries to regain control. Ma'am, we were told there was a safety violation. Refusal to comply. My wife's eyebrow shoots up. By who? The cop hesitates, turns his head just slightly toward Karen. Karen panics. She jumps in front of him like she can block the truth with her body. By me, and I'm in charge of the HOA safety board. She says it like it's gospel. My wife doesn't flinch. There is no HOA safety board in this neighborhood, she says, voice as steady as bedrock. Karen freezes. The cops trade a look quick and sharp like, we've been had. My wife steps closer, her voice dropping even lower. So either you're impersonating an authority or you called the police under false claims. Karen's words fall apart in her mouth. I was just trying to keep the community safe. The cops aren't buying it. They shift their attention fully on her now. I don't even try to hide the grin at the corner of my mouth. Because, see, I've got a little insurance policy. My phone's been recording the whole time, audio, video, the works. My wife gives me the smallest nod and I step forward, phone in hand, screen already up. I hit play. The footage is clear as day, Karen planting fake notices on my door, arguing with neighbors, even trying to shove one of my guests off the property. The officer's eyes go wide. Karen's color drains. She actually looks like she might faint. "That's impossible," she whispers. I lean in, voice low, but just loud enough. "Everything you see happened right here. And that HOA you claim to run, it doesn't even exist." Now the officers are on their radios calling in for verification. Karen starts backing up, mumbling, "You can't do this," like it's a magic spell. My wife just steps up beside me, hand light on my shoulder. "Watch me," she says. Karen's done. Power's shifted. You could feel it. The whole block could feel it. Here's the kicker. Karen tries to walk away. Her knees look like they're made of jello. The officers close in subtle but firm, blocking her exit. She tries to say something else, but my wife holds up a hand and she stops mid-word. "You're done here," my wife says. Karen's mask slips. "No, I run this neighborhood. People need rules." She's yelling now, but her voice is cracking, sounds almost desperate. I keep my phone on her, showing every bit of evidence. The officer closest to her finally speaks up, calm and steady. "Ma'am, you're under investigation for impersonating an authority and filing false reports. Anything you say can be used against you." Karen's eyes dart, looking for someone to save her. No one moves. My wife's presence is enough. Then Karen does something wild. She lunges for the clipboard, probably thinking she can destroy evidence, but my wife's faster. She intercepts, takes it away, voice sharp as a whip. "Hands off. This ends now." Karen just stops, looking like she's realized there's no way out. But the drama's not over yet. Karen turns, suddenly shrieking to the crowd. "He's hiding dangerous weapons. You have to arrest him." Her voice cracks, bordering on hysterical. I spot neighbors across the street, phones out, recording, whispering, "Is this really happening?" My wife doesn't budge. "Check the house. You'll find nothing illegal," she says to the cops, voice like stone. One officer nods, realizing the whole thing's a circus. Karen's panic is spreading. You can almost see it. Then out of nowhere, a quiet neighbor guy who barely says 2 words at the mailboxes calls out from his porch, "That HOA letter you posted, totally fake. I got it on camera." He holds up his phone. The color drains from Karen's face. All those lies, all that fake authority gone in a snap. You ever see someone realize they just walked into their own trap? Karen's hands go up to her face. The neighbors' phones are all pointed her way. She tries to talk, but the words are just noise now. I was just trying to help. But nobody's buying it. My wife steps close just enough for Karen to hear, "Helping by threatening my family and calling the police under false pretenses." Karen stares at the ground. The officer is done playing along. "Ma'am, we're taking statements. Your impersonation will be investigated." Karen glances around me. My wife, the neighbors, the whole neighborhood watching, every phone out. There's nowhere to run. And then, as if karma wants one last laugh, her car parked blocking my driveway, of course, won't start. A couple kids down the street giggle, pointing at the faint trail of smoke from the engine. Karen turns paler than milk. She'd tried to control everything: our home, the police, even the neighbors' perception, and now every single thing is blowing up in her face. She slams her hands on her hood, screaming, "You did this! You're sabotaging me!" I just stand there, letting her tantrum dig her own hole deeper. My wife rests her hand on my shoulder again, eyes steady. One of the officers walks over, pops the hood, checks. The battery, shakes his head. "Battery's dead. Looks like it's been tampered with." Karen's jaw drops. "No, that's impossible," but nobody believes her anymore. Eves. I lean in. Can't help myself. Funny how things stop working when you try to threaten the wrong people. I say just loud enough for her and the gathering crowd to hear. Karen opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. And that's the real end of it. Her power, poof, gone. All her threats, all her tricks laid bare for everyone to see. The officers start making calls, backups on the way, and Karen just stands there, the world closing in around her. Now here's the thing, there's always someone like Karen, right? Someone who thinks a clipboard or a fake title means they own your life. But the world doesn't always let them get away with it. Sometimes, just sometimes, the truth lands like a hammer, and when it does, the neighborhood remembers. I still hear about that night from the neighbors, how justice doesn't always come wearing a cape or swinging a gavel. Sometimes it just looks like a tired parent, a quiet uniform, or a phone with the camera rolling. So tell me this, where's the line between enforcing rules and flat out abusing power. Have you ever seen karma catch up with someone who thought they were untouchable? Drop your story or your take on what real authority should look like down in the comments. Let's see who's got the wildest neighborhood showdown.